In today's video, we're going to go over replacing your leaky airline. Now, a few reasons it might be leaking is your airline could be dry and rotted like this one here on the end. And if it's a factory crimped end like this, you're going to have to cut it off. And we're going to go over how to replace this end once we cut it off. Other reasons your airline could be leaking air. You have an O-ring down inside these couplers. If you see it down in there, that could be dry and rotted. And so this coupler may need replaced. And a third possible cause for a leak is you don't have the proper plug on your tool to match the coupler. As you can see here, you have different shapes and different sizes of couplers, or plugs here rather. You see the different shapes there. Here's a standard flow coupler that came on my tool, and this is a Milton V-Style high flow. And so I'm going to be matching the V-Style high flow with the V-Style high flow coupler. Now I'm swapping all my tools over to high flow. If you haven't already done that, it makes a world of difference on your tools. They will be like brand new tools to you. So here's a standard flow, and you can see the difference in the hole size. So much more air gets to your tools with these high flow fittings. Now if you are going to do this, make sure you're not just replacing the plugs on the tools and the coupler on the line, but also don't forget to put a new coupler on the air compressor itself. If you have any of these slow flow fittings in the system, the high flow at the tool end isn't going to make a difference. So this is what we're going to be doing. Again, make sure you have everything the right size. This is 3/8 inch, and this is 3/8 inch. My airline is 3/8 inside diameter, and if you look on your air hose, somewhere it'll be stamped 1/2 inch inside diameter, 3/8, whatever you may have. So be sure you get the correct size fittings as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So for today's trick, we're going to be using high flow fittings. Whatever came on your air compressor you bought from the store, I can guarantee it's pretty well not high flow. So this will go on a standard line. So there's nothing special about that as far as what airline it'll fit. It's just the design of the coupler will allow more air to your tools. If you haven't used these yet before, you're going to be amazed at how much better your tools run with these high flow fittings. So make sure you have, we're going to be using a barbed fitting for this fix right there. And you need to make sure that that is compatible with whatever coupler you buy. I'm going to put links in the description down below of compatible fittings. So first, verify your air hose size. Mine is 3/8 inch inside diameter. So that's what barbed fitting I have. And then I have the matching coupler, which is a V-style, which again is Milton's high flow style. And that is also 3/8 inch. And then we're also going to need a hose clamp. Now, if you're not sure what size airline you have, check your airline. Somewhere on there is going to have white writing or some kind of ink somewhere where it'll tell you if it's 3/8 inch inside diameter or 1/2 inch inside diameter. Most likely it'll be 3/8. Now, first thing we have to do is cut the end off the old airline. To do that, we're going to be using these rigid cutters. These are great to have on hand. They're great for garden hoses, PVC pipe, PEX pipe, all kinds of things. They give you a nice, straight, clean cut. So again, I'll put a link in the description down below on where you can find these. So first thing we're going to do is just cut the end off the hose. So go ahead and put some thread tape on the threads of your barbed fitting. Get our hose clamp on there. Simply insert the barbed fitting all the way in. And then go ahead and tighten down your hose clamp. Now you can get the tool to do the factory crimp that was on the hose, but it's a couple $100, and unless you're building airlines on the daily, not worth the expense. I've done this many, many times. A hose clamp will work just fine. Once you're done that, go ahead and install your coupler. Okay, once you have your coupler all tightened down, we're all done there. So now we'll go ahead, fire up the air compressor, make sure we don't have any leaks, make sure everything's all good to go. And that's all there is to replacing the end on your worn out air hose. Now, if you are using these high flow fittings for the first time, make sure you replace the fittings on the air compressor also. If you have the old slower flow fitting on the air compressor, but a fast flow here, you're still going to be restricted by the slow fitting on the air compressor. So make sure you replace all of them, and you will feel so much more power out of your tools. Really hope this video helped you out. If it did, please hit it with a like, subscribe to the channel. Always more stuff coming. Thanks for watching.